Right, boys, welcome back. Episode 2. It's good. It's good to be back. And we've got a very, very special guest today, Joe Fazer.
Hello, everyone. Right, guys, thanks for having me on here.
All right, no worries.
I'm Joe.
Pleasure to have you.
I like working out, and yeah, that's pretty much it. I do
it.
YouTube videos. Yeah.
We said about it in the last video. Said that we're going to have a special guest coming on. A lot of you guys did guess it was Joe. Had a lot of Instagram DMs. There's a few YouTube comments. So a lot of you wanted to see him, so we got him on.
I'm happy to be here.
It's literally like crazy to have Joe on.
Yeah,
Like, it feels
just saying.
surreal.
So,
Like,
on
personally,
as the first guest, this is like incredible.
Yeah.
First guest.
Feels weird. Do you know when like you see people you watch online in real life? For some reason, it's such a weird feeling.
yeah.
It's so strange.
It's the same with me looking at you boys, because I see you on TikTok all the time, and yeah, I follow you both, and it's sick.
It's weird because like, I don't see you as like some sort of like Michael Jackson celebrity, but like because you're like on YouTube, it feels like a complete different person.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think like there's no way Joe watches TikTok.
Yeah. no.
I'm just thinking, I don't know. He's probably like,
You're above TikTok.
yeah, he's probably like.
I watch
TikTok.
more TikTok than YouTube. TikTok's just easy, isn't it?
TikTok
Like,
is
it's
just
so
Straight.
addictive.
Yeah.
I've tried TikTok.
Mm.
I've tried the whole posting on TikTok, but I'm so bad at it.
Nah, I've
so-
seen you got a few viral videos going.
Yeah, it's always the random ones. So there was one where I went up to some girls in a club and I showed them Fortnite clips.
Oh, yeah, I've seen that video.
Completely
Yeah.
related to fitness, and it was one of my most viewed videos. That's what's sick about TikTok. You can post something, it can just absolutely just go insane because of the For You page.
Mm.
It's nuts. It's like because obviously with YouTube, like me and Dave are quite new to YouTube, but we found that it's more of like a gradual. Like if it goes viral, it takes quite a while sometimes. But sometimes on TikTok, it can just 1 hour.
Yeah.
Million views.
What do you guys think of YouTube? Because I know you both are grinding it out at the moment.
Oh, I love it.
We
It's
love
like
YouTube.
it's like a thing I can't grasp too well.
Yeah.
Like, because obviously with TikTok, you don't have to package content.
Yeah.
Like, you're scrolling through a view page. If you can just hook someone in the first 3 seconds, you've got them, right?
Yeah.
You've got the view.
Yeah.
But on YouTube, if you don't make a good thumbnail, title, you're not known. Like, nobody's gonna click on your video, right? That's why we probably think it's so impressive that you've done so well. Like, it's so heavily edited. It's so like you have to do so many things right, so many moving parts correctly.
Yeah.
And you just managed to do like 180k views in like 18 hours.
Yeah.
Something like that. I saw it like last time you posted a video, it just went absolutely crazy.
Yeah.
And every single time I see a video, it's just like doing
I feel
so
like
well.
TikTok is slowly turning into YouTube because beforehand, TikTok would just be press the record button, finish. But now obviously
People
people are using cameras, people are putting it into Premiere Pro, they're spending time on editing it, which is obviously what YouTube was, but on a larger scale.
Yeah.
But now TikTok, like these shorter, like less time to make videos, I guess, don't do as well like the standard.
Everybody's trying to stand out, right? So
yeah.
you just like get a camera, start doing better, right?
100%. I think a lot of people go for TikTok nowadays because obviously, like I said, there's the whole For You page. Any video can just go insane. With YouTube, like TikTok is a lot nicer to smaller creators. YouTube is an absolute bitch to smaller creators.
Absolutely.
And like you said, there is so much that goes into a YouTube video thumbnail. You have to make sure that's good. That takes time on its own. Editing, long editing, hours of editing, hours of filming, thinking of new video ideas. There's so much that goes into it. And then if you get 5 views, if you're starting out, you might do 3 videos doing it so well, but they're only getting 6 or 7 views because YouTube is so bad for small creators. That's why most people stop doing YouTube. And that's why I think it's definitely a hard one to get into. But yeah, I completely agree with you. It's a weird one, YouTube.
It's kind of like because they're kind of like short films in a way, aren't they?
Yeah.
And you're kind, but like,
Joe loves the short films.
You're the actor, you're the director, you're the editor, you're the videographer.
You're everything.
You're everything.
Yeah.
It's all like it's YouTube. Well,
Yeah.
It's like it's just crazy to think like when some of the videos you bring out, like, because your video ideas they're getting like crazier and crazier. Because obviously I've seen on your Instagram you were speaking about doing the
Throw in the
You're
dark.
gonna travel the world, right?
Kazakhstan.
It's like,
That's where I'm
videos
going.
are just getting higher and higher.
Yeah.
So,
And you have to do that.
Yeah.
You have to keep up with that because it's like, do you guys know Simon Miniminter, the guy from Sidemen?
yeah.
He was saying back in the day, they loved making videos. They loved just doing anything clicking record and doing some random. Can I swear on this podcast?
Yeah, of course.
Like just clicking record and doing some random shit, right?
Yeah.
And they loved it. Nowadays, YouTube's kind of escalated to what you said, where you have to be a director, an actor, all of this stuff, and it's less. I still love making videos, but it's not just click and record and having a laugh with your mates. A lot goes into it. You have to make sure you're ready. You have to wake up early. Like it's a big thing.
Well, I mean, and I guess like with some of your videos, say if you got something planned.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, for example, you travel to, sorry, where are you going?
I'm going to Kazakhstan, yeah.
So say you go there and it turns out that you can't film anything.
Yeah.
Like, so not anything interesting happens enough for you. You're going to be pissed. Like, that was a fucking waste of time.
It's a risk, innit?
You'll be like looking around for like shit to do.
Yeah.
And sometimes it can feel a bit forced, I guess.
Yeah, no, 100%.
All right, well, I guess we want to first kind of speak about, just to like introduce you a little bit more.
Yeah.
How you got into fitness?
Yeah, so I got into fitness with the classic cliche story of I got taken the mick out of being skinny. And when I say skinny, I mean I was actually very skinny. I was 6'2", 50 kilos to put it into perspective. So I was like proper bad. And then I just started working out. I joined my local gym. You had to be 16. I was 14 at the time. Luckily, I got a nice trainer who didn't ask for my ID. Because like if I got someone who did ask for the ID, I probably wouldn't be sitting here today, realistically. Yeah, so I worked out for a year, and then I made a body transformation on YouTube. And with me, if I ever got into a phase, so like if it was magic, if it was skateboarding, if it was anything, I'd always make a YouTube out of it. My entire life. I've been in YouTube since like 2012. So like every time, I was into the gym, did a year, made a transformation video. Transformation video absolutely blew up. It got like 28 million views or something.
That's crazy.
So random.
On YouTube.
So
8 million views.
So random.
It's ridiculous.
But that wasn't really what started it, because obviously that's just one view. They don't really have those viewers didn't really have a personal connection with me. And I stopped making videos because people from my school started finding it, obviously, because it's got 28 million views.
Yeah, everyone's going to say
So I stopped, and I kind of stopped working out as well. Got a bit addicted to Fortnite. Became skinny again. And then in like year 13, so my last year of A-levels, I was like, you know what, I'm going to give this another go. I got back into the gym, and I made something called a Skinny Kid Bulking Up series. And that was literally just...
That's a classic.
Yeah. And that was just follow it, like just... Because I noticed in the fitness world at that point, all these big fitness YouTubers were big guys, right? I wasn't a big guy, but I wanted to do fitness. So I was going to be the guy who's not big, but you're going to follow my journey trying to get big. And I did that, and that got people, unlike the transformation video, that got people more personally connected to me. So it wasn't 28 million views. I was getting probably 30, 40,000 views, but they were proper viewers, which is a lot more important than just a random view. And then lockdown hit, and I was like, you know what? I'm going to bash this out. I'm going to give it a good go. And I made 2 videos a week for all of lockdown, and it did even better. And then it came to A-level results day, and I was like, I need to make the decision here. Do I take a year out, try and pursue this YouTube thing, or do I go to uni? And I was like, you know what, fuck it, I'll take the year out, I'm going to take a risk. And yeah, just did really well, and I'm here today, just carrying it on, enjoying it,
It's paid off.
It's great.
Really well.
It
was. Do you think it was how good of a decision out of 10?
Oh, God, 10 out of 10.
Yeah.
Like, my mum and dad are very academic people, so they always go down the university option. They're very old school. But the second my dad said, you know what, maybe try this YouTube thing, I was like, if you're saying that, then I'm definitely going to give it a go. Yeah.
You had loads of proof that it was going to definitely do really well, right?
Yeah.
You had your fan base, right?
Yeah. I feel like that's a lot of people who either make that decision, doesn't have to be going to uni, but people who can actually make the decision that's maybe not the original route to go. Normally the people who like come out with like a lot of success.
You took a massive risk.
It's a risky route.
Right? Yeah. Well, I mean, you don't now say that everything falls apart.
Yeah.
We're all screwed. Because I quit uni.
Yeah.
Joel
You
didn't
quit
go.
uni then?
I quit uni, yeah. I
So
did
what
a year.
year were you in?
I did 1 year.
You did 1 year?
Well, I did 1 year in business,
Yeah.
which was a waste of time.
Yeah.
And then I went back to uni again, this time for strength and conditioning.
Yeah.
And then lockdown happened.
Right.
Started TikTok.
Started TikTok.
I was like, well, this is it.
Yeah.
I told my parents, I'm pausing uni for a year. I was like, I'm just gonna give it as much of a go as I can, and then that was it.
Were you
I
actually
just quit.
pausing uni, or did you know that you weren't going to go back?
Oh, this guy definitely knew.
No.
As soon as he got 10 views, he was out.
Yeah, no, literally, as soon as I was like, well, I did put it on pause because you can go back to your degree.
Yeah.
So I did actually put it on pause, but then I saw like it was just getting exponential because obviously the more you get, the more like it's just a snowball, right?
Yeah.
It got exponential, and I was like, oh, there's just no point.
Yeah.
I was thinking like with all the income sources, all the business opportunity, like I'm thinking like I'm gonna be able to start this, that, and the other. Like there's no way that I'm gonna be able to make as much of a career going through uni than I am than here.
100%.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, you can always go back to uni. You can't go back to these followers that you have. Do you know what I mean?
Just like seizing the opportunity, like just milking it for all it's worth, right?
You started with like a park video, didn't you?
Yeah.
In lockdown. Where did I see that? Was it on your YouTube?
It was on a podcast clip.
It was on a podcast clip. Yeah.
Literally last week.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just some absolute random crappy video.
Yeah. And when did you like?
What with like?
When did you realise that?
To be honest, I'm like kind of one of those. It's a bit of a stupid, like can be a bit stupid to sometimes think like this.
Yeah.
I'm like one of those people. Like, I didn't even have any views.
Yeah.
As soon as I made the first video, I was just like, "Yep,
That's what you want to
this.
do. Yeah.
And I'm literally gonna do it, even if it takes me like a year to earn 1 penny.
Yeah.
2 years to earn a penny. I was just like, I'm gonna do it. And my mum was like, Joe, what? You're not going to uni and you're literally making no money off of this. What are you doing?
You got to
I was
take
like, Mum, I will eventually.
Yeah.
Just give me some time.
It paid off, mate.
But like, I feel like if you do think about that, if you really do think things into existence, you work hard, you stay consistent, most of the time, it might take longest for others, but it will normally pay off.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, obviously, luck's a massive. Like, there's no denying with all of us, luck is a big.
I
part
think
of it.
yeah, absolutely. I think I've been extremely lucky. Like,
Yeah.
it's absolutely ridiculous the amount of luck. Like, you can say like you put in all this work and whatever. There's people out there like putting in
So
graveyard shifts,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Like doing the most.
Yeah.
But like without the luck, just randomly, you don't even know why.
Yeah.
You get like you make a video that just hits the algorithm.
Yeah.
People love it just accidentally.
Yeah.
And then like you manage to like somehow figure it out. You do another thing. The luck is like insane.
Yeah.
As much as you put in the work.
You could apply that with anyone. Like, if you look at fucking Jeff Bezos, Elon Musk, they're clever guys, they're hardworking guys, but they still got lucky.
Yeah.
Like, all these successful people, as much as work is a massive part, so is luck for everyone.
Right place, right time, right?
Yeah, definitely,
Yeah.
because there's still hundreds and thousands of other Elon Musks.
Yeah.
It's just Elon Musk was the one.
Is Elon
guy who
Musk?
got
Yeah.
lucky.
Yeah.
He's the one who managed to get out there.
Yeah, man.
It's crazy to think about it like that.
Yeah,
Like
it
how
is.
many people are there, like putting in the work, but still haven't like got that,
Yeah.
even like a lick.
Yeah.
Success.
Yeah, it's true. But if you are putting in the work, like
It will happen eventually.
luck is like I can't remember the saying, but there's like luck is like a combination of like time put in and skill or something, and then that makes luck, right? If you just give it enough time, you'll
Yeah,
eventually
you're more
get lucky.
likely to get
Mhm.
lucky. Yeah.
If you stop doing whatever you're doing, of course you're not fucking gonna make it, right? You're not
Yeah.
gonna do anything.
Yeah.
But
Of course.
if you're like believe in yourself, just keep applying whatever you think is right. Keep going.
Yeah.
Hope for the best.
Yeah, man.
So like with content wise, what are your aspirations for the future? Like how big do you want? Like obviously you want to keep growing, but like is
Yeah.
there any like crazy projects you got in mind?
Yeah, there's not anything like super crazy. I mean, I've got ideas in mind. I think I'm gonna go next month to America, collab with some of those guys. Like, I think I'm meeting Jesse James West, if you know him.
That'd be sick.
That's big time. Yeah.
Super nice guy. But like general future, I don't really know. I guess just kind of grow, carry on doing what I'm doing, and try and explore other avenues of making money, because YouTube isn't gonna last forever. I try at this point now to think long term, and yeah, I don't know the answer yet, but that's what I'm trying to currently find.
Yeah, I was gonna ask you like, what are your business plans?
To be honest, I don't really know. Just get jacked, and then hopefully.
I mean, like, business is good, right? I mean, YouTube and stuff is, definitely good income. You've got, like, all the My Protein and salaries and stuff.
Yeah,
So
no,
good.
it's good as it is, but obviously it's not going to last forever. And, like, I know that you guys are both thinking long term as well. You're coming out with your own supplements, and that's what I'm trying to do. Think of something I don't want to just.
It hasn't been done.
So something that's niche, yeah, something that will actually do well and something. But I don't know the answer yet. Yeah.
It's interesting because I feel like a lot of people do struggle to find something like different to actually do, and a lot of people do like end up bringing out like the exact same stuff that everyone's got out already.
Yeah, no, 100%. Especially like if you have followers, you can sell pretty much anything.
Yeah.
If it's half decent, you've got a half decent branding on it. As long as you've slapped your face on there, a lot of your followers will buy.
It's true.
They're buying into you.
They're buying into you, exactly. I don't really know, to be fair. I'll find out.
I reckon you should come out with a spray tan.
Mate.
You did pretty good.
Obviously, I'm having a laugh.
Yeah, but
I noticed the tan.
That could actually be alright.
I love tanning.
Yeah.
I love tanning.
Yeah.
I've not washed mine off yet.
No?
I need to wash it off. So that's why I'm very orange right now.
I tanned yesterday. I use like I know you get spray tan.
Moisturizer stuff, don't you?
It's sick.
Is it good?
Yeah, it's really good.
Fuck, I might get on that.
It's just so like stress free.
Well, you got it on right now?
I've got it right now. Yeah, I have got one layer on, so I was completely pale because I've been too busy with the prees.
Yeah.
I literally just like collapse at the end of the day. But yeah, I just put one layer on and then I wash it off in the morning.
So good.
If you get a few consecutive, like 2-3 days,
Just builds up, doesn't it?
yeah, you get a bit, you get
It's
a good tan.
nice.
You get a bit of bronze.
Yeah, you get bronzed. Yeah, it's pretty good.
We're the same. We're just pale as so pale
I'm
naturally.
fucking literally completely pale.
Yeah.
And if I go into the sun, my skin just breaks out, like starts like oozing and shit. It's really bad.
And everyone's like, oh my god, like sunbeds nowadays are so popular, and I just couldn't I couldn't get on that because I'm such a hypochondriac. I would be so scared of skin cancer the second I step in a sunbed.
I think that's all of us here.
Me and Dave always talk about this. Me and Dave, we literally hate putting any sort of like just anything into our body.
Yeah.
Or like just like sunbed. I don't know, like drugs. Obviously, we don't do drugs. But like anything like that. Me and Dave just like even like paracetamol.
Yeah.
Like, we just got to let our body deal with this normally.
Yeah.
I agree, mate. I agree. I completely agree.
Me and Dave panic about that kind of stuff.
Yeah. It's a good thing though, isn't it? Like as much as it obviously can get annoying, like realistically, if you need paracetamol, it will help.
Yeah.
But in general, the less I don't know if the word is exogenous. I know that's the word used for steroids. I don't know if this is the right word, but the less exogenous drugs, if that be steroids or if that be just over-the-counter drugs, the less of that you put in your body. I agree with you guys. The better. If you handle with this stuff naturally, you're gonna be more.
It's like
healthy
3
long
paranoid
term.
people, just like just let it play
Let
out.
it happen, man. Like
You just got a broken leg.
leg break. Just let it heal, bro. Have you guys ever broken a leg? Like broken a bone?
I broke my elbow.
I've broken my elbow as well.
Oh, for real?
Completely shattered the fuck out of my elbow.
How'd you with the elbow
I
brace?
fell off a bin.
A bin?
Yeah, because like in Poland,
Yeah.
there's like nothing to do. Kids don't have like toys and shit, so we just
They've
like
got
run.
bins.
Like, basically, like we're playing it, right? But it's like it on like steroids because it's like we're like Eastern European kids, right? Just fucking around. But like we're like jumping on garages and stuff, just being hooligans, right? I was like 9, 10. So we're just like running around playing it. And basically I get to a point where I hop on the bin and it's like a big metal, huge bin that's like a double huge fucking bin.
Yeah.
I'm on top of it. And my mates think it's a good idea. Like, oh, come off. Haha. Shake the fucking bin. And I just fell off. And I literally fell off right on like, there was like rocks on the floor. Bang my elbow.
Yeah.
Elbow fucked. Completely shattered into a million pieces. I had like metal rods to like realign
you
it.
to this day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, do you elbow again?
Yeah. It's like hyperextended
Yeah, I was
in
going
comparison
to say.
to this
is that
one.
Both of them.
I've got like nerve damage in my arm, which is like permanent. So basically, when I do curls, as I go down,
Yeah.
I like get to here, and if I go any further, it like I can feel like electricity shooting pains down my forearm.
Like,
Probably-
fuck those kids.
Yeah, fuck those kids. Fuck those kids.
Probably why you can only curl like 10 kilos.
Yeah, exactly. No, serious. I think it felt like this. My right arm. I know everybody's got a dominant arm or a dominant leg, but like, it's so much more like powerful. I feel like this arm could like take on the world, and this arm is like 4 years behind.
Yeah.
It's just ridiculous.
Mad.
What's your training looking like right now?
My training's going pretty decent, to be fair. I'm running I'm not really running any split. I'm kind of just made up my own split. Upper lower rest, upper lower push rest. So it's 5 days a week, and my upper sessions are push focused. I've got the extra push session in there because for me, my chest just cannot grow to save its life. So that's what I'm trying to focus on. I'm also trying to build up my squat a bit. But yeah, I mean, just trying to balance making content, work, like getting bigger. That's pretty much all my life is at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like I still, like, a lot of people obviously fall out of love for training when they have to do it for a job and stuff like that. I still fucking love.
Yeah, I've heard this a
Yeah,
lot.
this is so similar to me and Dave. Me and Dave, like, as much as we want to do like other projects,
Yeah.
we want to just really just have our life, just wake up, eat, go to the gym.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
training
it's
is
what
just
you like.
so good.
Great.
Yeah.
It's great.
It's like what I look forward to every single day, no matter what happens. Like, no matter how stressed I am, no matter how bad life is, I'm just like,
Yeah.
Training.
get in the gym,
Yeah.
feels amazing. Like, just play some music, just like enjoy training, just have a fucking blast.
I get comments like, "Oh, Joe's clearly fallen out of love for training," because my videos are gym related, but they're also, I want to make good content, and I can't just go to the gym every single video.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So I get comments about that, like, "Oh, well, you're not training as much anymore." And it's not that. I'm training the hardest I literally have ever in my life. My diet is the strictest it ever has been in my life.
Sick right now.
Yeah.
Appreciate that. I'm
Yeah.
trying to stay lean. I bulked too far about a year ago. I became really fat. I just looked like shit. So then I cut, and now I'm just trying to lean bulk, like trying to slowly put on size, slowly put on strength, and stay relatively lean in the process.
You're pretty lean.
Yeah.
From what I've seen on
Very
Instagram, he
lean.
posts a photo here and there, on, like the
Hey,
story and
what can I
stuff.
say? What can I say?
Yeah.
Like, because obviously you spoke about it in your most recent video.
Yeah.
Do you think like one of the reasons why you're not going too overkill on the bulk is because of your appearance on social media?
Oh yeah, man. Yeah, I couldn't go back to that. That would just fuck me up.
I'd feel the same.
I'm a big, like, recently, like, my appearance has become a massive thing for me, and I don't like it. I miss a year ago when I went to Ibiza with Nathaniel and that lot. I didn't even get a trim beforehand. I didn't care. I didn't care about my appearance. I just cared about gaining strength and gaining size. So I'd get pretty fat. I'd just try and bulk. And I kind of miss those days because I'd care less about it. But then recently, like the past few months, I've just started caring loads more about my appearance. Try and stay lean, try and stay tan, try and have a good haircut. And as much as you look better, you don't feel better. You feel worse because you feel like there's always more that you can do to become better looking. And
I completely relate.
yeah.
Because I was like fat
Yeah.
when I was like going for like strength. It literally sounds exactly the same story.
Yeah.
Like I didn't care.
Yeah.
I would just put on an oversized t-shirt, put on a hoodie, not get a trim, literally walk around like idiot, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not care about my appearance at all. And then like, I don't know, I just get more into social media. I'm on camera all the time, like, my face doesn't look good.
Yeah.
And then like, I'm like, oh, like I've got like gyno naturally, right?
Yeah.
So like when I was fatter, it was more prominent.
Yeah.
And then now I'm like, what if you can see it all the time?
Yeah.
Like it's
Yeah.
just constantly on my mind. And like you said, like getting a trim, getting a tan.
Yeah.
You want to stay lean, even though like it's not the best for training.
Yeah.
You need to have a sort of an appearance for social media, whether you like it or not.
Yeah. No, it's true because
Like the better you look, the
more
better you're gonna
views,
do. Yeah,
more
you
views.
feel more comfortable. You feel more confident on
Yeah.
camera. Everything.
it's sad because obviously it can like obviously it's affecting you right now and it affects everyone, but like it's just sad that so many people they think so much about their appearance to the point where they literally just completely forget about anything they actually want to think about. Like, 'cause you don't want to be stressing about stuff like that, do you?
No.
There's nothing like.
Yeah.
I mean, you're a handsome, good-looking guy.
Oh,
Yeah.
stop
Right?
that.
Yeah, some good looking guy.
Yeah, nah. I don't know, man. Like, you obviously saw the video, didn't you?
Yeah.
I'm not sure if you've seen the video. But yeah, I'm getting better, to be fair. Like, it's more. I think it's as you said, we're always on camera. Like, if you're walking down the street, some people might know who you are. It's kind of like
that's
the
the thing.
eyes on you.
The 100%.
And then for me, so it's kind of like the social anxiety aspect of it, and then the social anxiety then forms into kind of a depressive state. And I've spoken about it more recently. I put it on my TikTok, I put it on my YouTube, spoke to my mum, spoke to my mates, and it's a lot better now. I'm sorting my spots, I'm sorting everything, so it's kind of on the up. I've got a more positive outlook on it now, and just got to see what happens. Hopefully, yeah.
It can just be so hard because like what you see in the mirror is obviously not what everyone else sees.
No.
So like you can just be thinking just like the smallest thing, like for
thing.
example, just like one spot on your face.
Yeah.
Just be like, everyone's gonna be seeing this spot, but like
no one cares.
no one cares. But like, it's not to say like you shouldn't worry about it, because it's understandable.
Yeah.
But like, it's so hard when, like you're saying, on social media every single day, you're seeing your physique on camera every single day.
Yeah.
And one day, like, I don't know, might not look the best. You might have had bad sleep, ate too many calories yesterday, and you're like, oh my god, I look like shit. And then you just start stressing.
Yeah.
And you're thinking, oh my god, everyone's gonna like say I look like shit. And then like, if say you're thinking that, for example, something about yourself, and you just see one comment out of thousands,
and
you'll be
that's
like,
it.
oh my god, I'm right.
Yeah, man.
But like, it's just not the case.
Yeah. We can all kind of, because we all do the same thing. We can kind of, compared to a lot of people, because I obviously speak to my mates, but none of them do social media. So you guys are probably good people to speak to, because you can relate. Exactly.
I can relate massively. Like, I was literally talking to my girlfriend yesterday about this. There were people in my gym that knew who I was. They smiled, said hi, whatever. We met up, fantastic, right? But like, I was like, they see me on social media. They see a certain me on social media, and they see me now. I might not be in like the best, most amazing shape right now, and I'm like, am I like disappointing people
that's
almost?
What I think about
right? Like, is it like, I don't want to appear fake. Like, there's obviously ups and downs in your physique, strength, looks, whatever. I'm just like so aware of like, how are people seeing me?
Yeah.
Like, because they expect something, right? Because you're on social media.
Everyone posts on social media the good photos of themselves, and it's understandable. You want to look good. You want to. You're not going to post a crap photo of yourself. Do you know what I mean? And I have the exact same thing as you, Dave. Like, I never claimed to be big. I never claimed to be like strong, nothing like that. My whole series was skinny kid bulking up. It's literally me trying to get bigger, and it still is. But then I see people like you. I see people like you saw those guys in the gym. I see people on the street, or I see people here. And if I'm wearing a short sleeve t-shirt, I'm like, fuck. They're probably thinking I'm looking small, and that's all that's going through my head. And it's weird, man.
Yeah.
It's
weird. I
weird.
completely relate. Like, I was literally, this was yesterday, I was wearing a cutoff in the gym.
Yeah.
And I saw those people, I was like, I'm not tanned.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I haven't had a trim in a few days.
Yeah,
I was like, they like, it's just not what it should be, right? Essentially.
It's so just you thinking that. And I think
they're probably looking at you thinking, fucking hell,
he's wet. Exactly.
He's looking out of his mind.
Exactly. It's just an inbuilt thing. And I'm sure you're aware of that, and I'm aware of it, that it's an inbuilt thing, but you still can't get it out of your head. You still can't like, it's a weird one, man.
No, it is. It's not nice.
Yeah.
Not nice.
Just worrying about appearance. It's weird, right? Everybody
Fucking
does.
Horrible thing. Do you feel like, because obviously you said when you were bulking last time, you weren't too fussed about it. Do you think it could be because you've now gained a lot more followers, or just because you're growing up, or?
Yeah, I think obviously the followers has got something to do with it. I think it's more the fact that, okay, I've seen what I look like, shredded with no spots, and with a good tan.
Yeah.
I can't not look like that.
That's the new standard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the new
absolutely.
standard. But back then, when I was bulked, pale, that was my standard, and I was there constantly.
You're happy. Yeah.
And these extra standards, like, you have to moisturize with this stuff. It takes work to do that. So if you've not done the work to make your appearance look good, and you've had a day off, then you're gonna be like, fuck.
Yeah.
It's like you're like disappointed almost, right? As well, because it's like, well, I haven't moisturized, I haven't shaved, I haven't gone on a trim. These are not like massive things.
Exactly. No one else is gonna notice. Realistically.
Yeah, it's like I just sound like some lazy ass guy. But like, I can just be so inconsistent with stuff. I can be like, say my spots are quite bad.
Yeah.
I'll be like, right, I'm gonna cleanse my face, I'm gonna moisturize, I'm gonna wash it twice a day until they're gone. Then they're gone, and I'll be like, right, I'm just gonna stop doing it now. This is such a stupid way, because they're just gonna come back.
Yeah.
But like, as soon as I get the thing I want, like, say if my physique's looking a little bit, I've got a little bit of excess fat, I'll like, I'll just lower the calories a little bit. And as soon as I look good again, I'll be like, all right, nice. Done.
Is that what you do then? You notice you gain a bit of fat and you just kind of lower the calories?
Well, yeah, like sometimes, like when I got like, I'm not fat right now, but like I've got a little bit more fat than I would want.
Right.
But like I remember when I did like a big bulk last time, because like you were saying, it's probably quite similar. I was just bulking, I was just getting strong. Then it was one day, because I wasn't really taking my top off, because I was just actually just enjoying the gym.
Yeah.
And one day I just took my top off and I looked in the mirror, I was thinking, what the fuck?
Yeah.
I was thinking, this isn't me.
Yeah.
Had like, because this is where I store my fat, like around the hips. Right. But that's like the one place that like makes your physique look so different. because like, obviously it doesn't make you look like.
It's like the worst place for fat to be stored. Yeah.
So then I was looking at
goes
myself.
away.
I was thinking, what the fuck? Like people are just gonna like think I'm. I was just like getting in my own head, just thinking, oh, people are not gonna want to follow me now. I look like,
Man. It's scary. It's a dangerous like world to be in. Like social media, man. Like another thing is you see all these Love Island contestants, and a lot of them have committed suicide. And I mean, I've never had any suicidal thoughts myself or anything, but I can see 100% why that happens. These guys who go on Love Island, they gain hundreds of thousands of followers. They've peaked, right? But they've just gone on Love Island. So a couple months later, right back down to the bottom. They've experienced the high, and now they're all the way down there, and they're like, what do they do?
It's like winning the lottery, right?
Yeah.
You just like get this massive high, and then people just fall off because
it's not even a steady incline, is it?
Yeah, no.
You get accepted to Love Island.
You don't
bang,
like,
bang,
you're at the top.
Bang, you're at the top, and then you go back down to where you started. But before, where you started's fine. But just like we've been speaking about, now that you're used to the amazing life, when you get back down there, it just fucks you up, bro.
Yeah. It's like you just always want to be the best you possible, don't you?
Yeah, man.
Like,
and that can go too far a lot of the time.
Just like part of the human experience. I think it's called the hedonic treadmill. I don't know if you guys have.
Treadmill.
Yeah, I don't
No,
think
what's
you got.
that?
It's just like, well, the treadmill just keeps going, right?
Yeah.
So like, if you set a new standard, you get used to that.
Yeah.
It has to hit, like set a higher standard,
Like
and you keep going. What do you mean?
Or like treadmill at the speed of the treadmill.
Well, no. It's just called a hedonic treadmill because it's always going.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, right.
I'm pretty sure. I'm not a
it's
philosopher,
at like a
but
certain speed, and then if you like go back down, you're like.
it's just part of the human condition, right? We're all like just the same way we get bored, right? It's why we could become creative or do something.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just like we get used to something. You can be in 20p baked beans every single day, 3 times a day, be happy as ever.
Yeah, man.
But you can like adapt to that and be like, that's just my life. You set to like your hedonic set point.
So
I literally sound like some sort of philosopher,
nah,
but
man.
Yeah.
for real, like you can just adapt to any situation, which is fantastic because it makes you like happy. Say you lose everything, you can still be happy with nothing.
Yeah.
But
Mate,
you know.
I completely agree with that point, and to the extent of literally like a day ago, I watched a clip from this podcast. Let me get it up. Who is this guy? He's like the guy off Dragon's Den. He does.
We'll play the clip at some point on.
Can you do that?
Yeah, we'll play.
Yeah, I'll send you this clip then. All right, so here it is. Have you guys seen this?
Oh yes,
It's
the
a
Stephen. Yeah.
guy,
Yeah. So watch this, and this is what we've just been speaking about simple lives. You can be much happier than amazing lives, right? And I agree with this massively.
We all know that guy who has a 2-bedroom house in a small area, he's married to his wife, 1 kid, 2 kids, looks forward to going to the pub on the weekends and supporting his favourite team. Those individuals who live the most simple lives, who are happier with less, to me, from my experience, generally seem to be much more fulfilled than my friends that are successful billionaires.
Do you know what I mean? Like,
No, yeah, I
the
get it.
Absolutely.
billionaires are the ones who are always striving for more, and they feel
Never satisfied.
never satisfied.
To the point where they're never satisfied. Like, I just want more success. They just feel like I'm never gonna be happy. I'm never gonna get what I want.
Yeah.
But like, obviously, it can be good. It can be bad at the same time.
It's a blessing and a curse. It's a blessing and a curse, and yeah, I mean, to be honest, I'd still rather be the successful billionaire who's not fulfilled,
Yeah.
but it depends on your life. Like, a lot of people are happy with just going out with their mates at the weekend, working a normal 9 to 5, and I think that's fucking sick, because as long as you're happy,
like that's great.
that's all that matters.
I think like what was I gonna say? I was gonna say that like you need the bad days to have the good days too.
Hey.
No, but I'm serious though, right? Like, say if you I think the reason why people can be happy in like a 9 to 5 normal life, just it's a great life, right? But you go 9 to 5, you might dread it, or it might just be chore, right?
Yeah.
But then after you get that like,
Yeah.
I'm free.
Yeah.
I can do whatever I want. I'm gonna go to the pub with my mates. It's fantastic. We spoke about this in the last podcast.
Yeah.
If you do loads of work, after you finish, you're like, I can play some video games in peace.
Yeah.
You can sit down and watch something and like not feel guilty about the amount of work you're doing.
Just for a good, like, feed off of that. Do you ever feel like with content creation, obviously it's an amazing job, probably your dream job, but like, do you ever feel like because there's no structure, there's no specific shifts, do you ever feel like you sometimes do a day where you just do absolutely nothing and it just keeps happening? It feels like Groundhog Day, just the same day. every single day.
Yeah. Like, delaying editing some days, and I just don't do anything.
Yeah.
Because like you're your own boss,
Yeah.
and you've not got anyone to kind of motivate you to do anything. And there's been like, I'd say I do spend a lot of time on it, but there are days where I do nothing, and it's deserved. Like, I've been working the entire week, but then when I do that day of nothing, I feel like shit.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And that's because at the end of the day, the more content you push out, well, to an extent, but the more content, the better content you push out, the better the better the results. You're going to get more followers, all this. So if you have a day where you don't do anything, you're like, fuck, I could have.
You've like wasted a day. You're never going to get that day back, right?
Compared to if you worked a 9 to 5 and you're at the weekend, you physically can't work that day. So you probably won't feel as bad than if you're on your own and self-employed like we are. Yeah, man.
Yeah, I think that's a pretty good answer. Do you ever feel like, if you had the choice to maybe not be a popular figure, do you think you would ever choose that? Because like, obviously me and Dave are not as popular as you, but like sometimes, I don't know if Dave can feel the same way, but like, say, because most of the time if we do go out, we're not saying we're like some sort of celebrities, but like there's a chance that someone's probably going to know us. And like sometimes if I just feel like I'm just looking terrible, I'm just like, I just really don't want anyone to see me right now. I just go on just like, do something stupid.
Yeah, well, for what? I'm not just saying this. I would say you guys I'd say we're all on pretty similar levels. I'd say the UK fitness world, when you're like pretty high up on there, I'd say if someone's going to know me, someone's going to know you. Someone's going to know me, someone's going to know you. If someone's going to know you, they'll probably know me. Do you know what I mean? Like, there's the odd exception, but to an extent. So I'm in the exact same boat as you. And it's like, if I'm fucking wearing shorts, which go under my quad, so it makes me look like I have really thick legs. Do you know what I mean? I hate shorts that go like there, because look like the thinnest legs ever. Or if I'm, I've not done my hair or something like that, and I'm like, please no one recognise me. And then someone comes up to me, I'm like, oh god, like I'm so like I'm obviously gonna be nice, but in my head I'm like, I just want to,
just not today.
Not today.
Yeah, I get that.
And then I guess some days when the mood you're like, oh yeah, this is sick.
Yeah.
It is amazing seeing people. Like it's absolutely crazy.
Like the craziest feeling.
Seeing somebody walk up to you like, I've been watching you this, like, or like just like some little detail that you wouldn't think of. They tell you, and you're like, that is like, you don't even know how to show enough gratitude to these people. 100%. That like, because without the people that like come up to you, the people that watch you, you're no 100%. One, right? You wouldn't be in the place you are.
What have you guys had any weird like follower interactions
at the My Protein event? The last one. I saw you at. It wasn't like, because obviously in a lot of my old videos I do like mum jokes. So many people were coming up to me like, can you send a video to my mate's mum saying that she's got fat ass or something. And I was just like, I can do that, guys. But it's just like a little bit cringe because I'd just be there like, yo Jack, your mum's got fat ass. But it'd be like a little bit like awkward to do it in real life.
Because at the end of the day, you are playing a character when you do these videos. So it's like weird when you're having to do it in your
like on the spot, without editing, without your camera, in your comfort zone, right?
It's like when someone puts a camera on you, bro. Like, I'm the fucking worst. If someone puts a camera on me and tells me to speak to the camera, you'd think, hey, yeah, Joe's a YouTuber. He'd be great. He can come up with something on the spot. Bro,
we were talking about this.
I'm used to filming in my room, taking 20 takes, and I can edit it all out. I'm so bad when put on the spot and someone's just filming me.
Well, saying about the mum thing, there's these two kids that have recently moved to where I live. And they knew me beforehand, so when they came to my gym, they were like, no way, do you live here? It's like, and then so I'd probably say one's about 15, and the other one's probably I don't even know how he's in the gym. He's about 11 or 12.
Fair play to him.
He goes to me, so they were talking to me. They're like, oh, we love the mum jokes. The older guy was saying, and the younger one goes, he's like, yeah, my favorite one's when you say, I love when your mum's legs are split. And I was like, bro, you're like 12. I was thinking, this is terrible. And I was just like, oh yeah, that one's pretty funny.
Sick.
Yeah, it's funny. Have you had any like weird times with followers in real life, or just?
I've had in a club some guy come up and start like feeling me up. Like, he's not gay or anything. He's just trying to feel my abs and my arms. And I'm like, mate, this is weird. So he started feeling me up, and I was like, right, mate, this is a bit weird. And then this guy's drunk. So he then starts fucking getting arsey at me. So I just walk off. But just a bit of a weird encounter, innit?
Just maybe it was Purple Aki.
Purplaki, mate. Yeah.
The muscle worship
Who
guy.
is that
I haven't got a
bloke? Like,
clue.
he's such a weird. Like, I don't really get Purplaki. Like, surely he's gone to jail for what he's
I
done.
don't know. I
Or
don't know.
What's he done?
He's just
he goes
no, he
around,
has gone
like
to jail
squeezing
before.
people's muscles.
He's like
right?
this guy in Liverpool. Yeah, he like worships muscles and he goes around like squeezing people's.
Does he
muscles.
record himself?
I'm not sure.
No, like very young teens who go to the gym.
Yeah.
He just goes up and squeezes their muscles.
That's pretty normal.
And there's like loads of. I've seen loads of videos of people going up to him because he just wanders around the street. He's just a normal guy, but he's like the famous Purplaki. It's just a weird
Yeah.
internet thing.
I can't believe I've never heard of him.
Yeah,
Nah,
can't even
I've seen the
heard
name thrown around in TikTok comments.
Purplaki.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
yeah.
something weird's happening, but I obviously because I'm not in on the joke, I can't like connect the
Yeah,
dots.
yeah.
Silly boy.
Yeah. I had a couple of people run up to me in Five Guys the other day.
Yeah.
They I posted a story
Yeah.
on Instagram that I was in Five Guys.
Yeah.
And I literally were like, me and Lucy are just eating our burgers.
Yeah.
And then these two kids are like out of breath, sweating. We just saw your Instagram story that you're in Five Guys. I was like,
That's
they
when you
ran
know
from
you've made
Nando's
it.
down the road.
That's funny.
That's when you know you've made it, bro.
It's
Like,
completely
that's fucking
crazy.
mental.
Yeah.
Fucking
That
mental.
is sick.
Do people know Lucy when you're like?
Yeah, absolutely,
do they all
yeah.
know Lucy.
Yeah. If they know of me, they
A
know
lot of your
Lucy.
content's like not revolved around Lucy, but like she is in a lot of it.
Yeah. I've done like loads of like the Lucy lifts chants and stuff.
Yeah, I see comments about her all the time.
Mhm.
Like people like Lucy Lift.
Yeah.
I see that everywhere.
We went to my protein event, the people came up to me like, Lucy.
Start
Yeah. It's crazy, it is.
It's like a little mini meme in the fitness, like in UK, like Fit Talk and stuff.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
quite
It's
funny.
crazy, mate. It's crazy. Like you take a step back and you're like, holy shit.
Yeah.
Like if you have a bad day, and I do this sometimes because I've had bad days recently, and I just take a step back and I'm like, fucking hell, mate. Like I'm doing decent. Like I need to not be so annoyed. A lot of people would kill to be in the position that
Yeah.
that we're in.
Yeah, absolutely.
But obviously, when you're in it yourself, you don't really take many steps. You don't really realize it. You're just in the moment, and yeah.
I've got a very good question.
Hmm.
Go on.
Because me and Dave are quite new to the YouTube scene.
Okay.
How do you feel
Yeah.
about? Are you a person who gets worried about the 1 out of 10s?
What like?
Me and Dave are always stressing about it.
What
Dave
like?
will
You,
FaceTime me like I've just posted 10 out of 10. Fuck.
such a shit thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
Hate that. Yeah, obviously, like if the video's at 10 out of 10, for reference, if people don't do YouTube, the 1 out of 10, 10 out of 10, it basically, when you post a video, YouTube shows the last 10 videos which you've posted, and however long it's been up and however many views it has at that point, it'll rank it on how well it's doing.
Yeah.
So just for anyone who doesn't know. So 10 out of 10 is obviously it's doing the worst out of the 10 last videos you've posted. 1 out of 10 it's doing the best. When you get 1 out of 10, it is the best fucking feeling.
Yeah.
I genuinely cannot think of a better feeling
Yeah.
than when a
It's sick.
video pops off.
It's so
genuine.
much work. You do so much work for a YouTube video.
Yeah,
Like when it's good, it's like the biggest high in the world, right?
the
Like,
biggest.
I've just released the biggest video in the planet.
Yeah, but you think the world evolves around you.
Yeah.
And then when it's 10 out of 10, it's like, oh.
Just put your phone away. Don't
Yeah.
just don't even look at it.
So shit. Like that can determine your mood for the night, like massively. But it's funny because like a 10 out of 10 video now, a year ago would be a 1 out of 10 by an absolute mile.
That's a good way to think about it.
Yeah, it's a good way a way to think about it. Yeah, but like so yeah, you need to kind of realize that you're still doing sick. Like
Yeah.
the progress is good, but you feel really bad at 10 out of 10, but a year ago you'd feel amazing. So it just shows as you grow, your expectations become higher.
Yeah, just like with the physique. and
just
stuff
like with the
that.
physique,
Well,
man.
just anything in life.
Yeah,
really.
just like what we spoke about earlier. It's the same with views and YouTube.
Yeah. Do you feel like you are someone who does get stressed out about the numbers, or do you not really care too much to the analytics and stuff?
Well, at the moment, no. At the moment, I'm not really as bothered about the views. I'm just bothered because if I was bothered about the views, I would post so many videos.
Yeah.
But I post one video a week, and I just do that because I care so much more about the quality of content. And I know over time, if I carry on producing quality content, my viewers will stay consistent and they'll stay doing well. But a lot of people will post fucking a video, they'll start daily vlogging, right? And they just can't keep up with that.
No.
Some people can. For me, I can't. And for me, it's all about the quality of video. Like I've seen both of you guys' videos. I think you guys' videos are sick, by the way. Genuinely.
Thank you.
And I think that's why you guys are doing pretty well on it. You've obviously got the TikTok audience, which is going to massively help. And I think that's if someone asked me nowadays, Joe, how do I get into YouTube? I would be like, start a TikTok, get followers on TikTok, go to YouTube.
Transfer 'em.
That's the best way to do it.
Yeah, it is.
Because the For You page, TikTok's so nice to small creators. But for me, it's just like, I want to create quality content, and I know that the views will come with that if I make good videos.
Yeah.
Very established.
Exactly.
Yeah, so like you don't need to
I don't
spam.
I
be
don't,
like,
exactly.
This is me. Get your face out there. Everybody knows who Joe Fazer is. That's what Greg
Yeah.
Doucette made a video about your recent video.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I was like, that's
so cool.
that's
He's
insane.
made quite a few on you, hasn't he?
He's made loads. Bro,
Yeah.
Are you
mate,
friends with him? Like not friends, but like.
I've been
you know
DMing
what I mean?
him a lot recently. Actually,
Yeah.
he's a fucking nice guy.
Greg is so active on
He's-
everywhere.
Yeah.
He's like,
Yeah.
is he just one man? He has a team.
Bro, Greg is the most hardworking fucker ever.
Mm.
Greg Doucette posts 2 YouTube videos a day.
Mm-hmm.
2 videos a day.
I know.
I can't even keep up with one a week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, granted, he has an editor. The videos aren't as like ours, where we have to go
Like
places,
production
do
type
shit.
things.
It's just him sitting in front of
Yeah.
a camera. But still, bro, 2 videos a day. He's got his own supplement company. He's got his own clothing range. He's got his own coaching business. He responds to DMs in like 20 minutes. He has his own TikTok. He has his own Instagram. How the fuck do you do that, bro?
Yeah. Some people are just. Sounds like, oh, they're built different, but they are. Like some people can
people are.
just grind just 24/7. Like me personally, I can grind.
Yeah.
Like so can you, so can Dave.
Yeah.
Dave's a bit of a powerhouse. He
I'm
can
a
be,
bit of a grinder.
He can be
Bit
a
of a
bit
grinder,
powerhouse.
Yeah.
But sometimes, because like you were saying about like the quality of videos doing like
Yeah.
not as regular but super high quality. That's what I'm kind of like with the TikToks.
Yeah.
But because I'll sometimes spend like ages making a TikTok video and editing it properly.
Yeah.
I'll be like, right, that's me done.
And that's a
banger.
good way to be, mate.
Yeah.
That's a really good way to be, because if you don't have breaks, you're just going to overwork yourself. Like, it's like, I know that you guys spoke about it, and I think everyone in the fitness world has. It's like if you want to get in shape. Too many people fucking go all out for a month because they're so strict, so this, so that, and then after a month they've just burnt out.
Yeah.
But if you're doing a good amount of work, giving yourself a good break, you know, having the odd cheat meal, it's the same with YouTube.
Yeah.
You put in the work in to make a good video, then you have a break, then you put work in and have a break, because you look forward to that break. It makes you work
Yeah.
harder. You don't burn out.
Yeah, exactly.
Greg, another thing which kind of backed up to me that he was a very hard-working person was how many bodybuilding shows has he done? How many
And powerlifting meets,
and
right?
powerlifting meets? How many?
anything.
How
The
many?
guy's like 50. He's done
Yeah.
like he keeps talking about. He's like, I've done fucking 400 powerlifting meets,
Yeah.
300 bodybuilding shows.
Yeah.
Obviously, I'm exaggerating numbers, but
Yeah.
But,
just
well,
a
I
crazy
don't
guy,
know,
right?
You are exaggerating now,
Yeah.
but like, prep is one of the hardest things ever.
yeah.
Well, I've never experienced it, but I'm pretty sure it'll be fucking hard.
Mm.
And Greg's done so many of them, and that is just one thing that proves this is a hardworking guy. The fact you've done that many, he's still consistent. I don't think he's ever won anything so major, but he's always been consistent with it and always tried to do it. And that's
He's achieved a lot of things. He's IFBB Pro. He's got.
is he
an
an
guy.
IFBB pro?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mad.
He
I was-
tried a few times. He was like, I think he did it on his last. I think it might have been a Vice documentary or something.
The 40-year-old bodybuilder.
Yeah. That's how I was like, I recognized this guy, and then I saw
Yeah.
it was Greg Doucette, and then I watched his videos.
I watched that 40-year-old bodybuilder before Greg blew up. Yeah.
Oh, I just lost what I was going to say, actually. What was I going to say? Oh, yeah. I was going to say, because this would be something that would be right up your street content-wise.
Yeah.
Would you ever be interested in stepping on stage, doing
Ooh.
bodybuilding, powerlifting, anything like that?
I think the way that you worded that makes me say yes, and only for content. I'd never do a bodybuilding show because I'm not that bothered about being a bodybuilder. I want to look good. I want to stay lean. But like you said, it would be great for content.
You would be able to produce, because you're a fucking sick editor,
Yeah.
you'd be able to produce some of the fucking sickest content if you did like a very, because I'm doing like a road to show right now, but
Yeah.
I'm doing, because I'm mainly doing it for content as well. I won't
Yeah.
lie, like it's not my dream to be like the biggest fucking guy ever.
Yeah.
But like, because I do more like frequent videos, but if you did like some like documentary,
Yeah. Documentary.
just like a long one, like a
Yeah.
40-minute thing of the whole like prep or something, that would just be one of the fucking most.
Just gets published on
Sick
Netflix within a
videos.
day, mate. Definitely.
If you like did some big project,
It would be sick.
that would just be
Maybe,
such an
mate.
incredible.
If I do ever do that, I will make sure to say credit to Joel for this video idea. I promise you that.
I'm just thinking of like a classic Joe Fazer. You just like, you're on stage, you'd be like,
You wondering how?
You wondering how I got here? So I was on a podcast. And played a clip. That'd actually be sick. That would actually probably be how I'd do it. Yeah.
Probably in a year's time, you'll probably see this video go live right now.
Yeah, man.
Let's go.
Joe Fazer road to IFBB.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Let's go, guys. I've been asked this one quite a few times.
Okay.
So, people want to know,
Yeah.
and I'm sure you've answered it somewhere, but
Yeah.
are you ever going to use steroids? Are you going to stay natural?
Okay. I think the answer is I don't know. At this point in my life, I don't want to. I'm too young to do stuff.
How old are
My
you?
body's still 20.
20.
My body's still developing, right? At this point in my life, like how my mindset is right now, at 20, if I was 25 and had this current mindset, I think, yes, I would hop on stuff. I would do all the research. I'd do the safest cycle possible. It would be, like we said earlier, we're all hypochondriacs.
Mm-hmm.
So it would be like a very mentally tough thing for me to do, but I probably would because I just want to get bigger.
Mm-hmm.
At this current moment in time, I don't want to because I know that it's just stupid. However, in like 5 years' time, I don't think my mindset will be as strong about getting jacked and all of this. So I don't think I will. But if I continue to love it as much as I do at this current point in a couple of years' time, then maybe I will. So it's kind of like I don't know. I genuinely don't know.
I think it's a pretty good answer because, in a way, like you said, you don't know where you're going to be at in 5 years' time. You might have kids.
I might have kids. I might have a multi-million-pound business which is nothing to do with fitness.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
So if you don't need to take the risk, like unless you're so into it and you really want to see how big you can get, it's just not worth the risk.
There's just
Might not even be for being big. You might just want to smooth out the edges.
Yeah.
It'll be easier to like maintain a better physique, right?
Yeah, I mean, if you jump on TRT, it's always going to be easier to,
you can
stay lean.
Yeah, you don't have to sleep as well. You don't have to eat as well.
Yeah.
Test levels, you can be like.
And you can stay better in shape with less work by just pinning once a week. Do you know what I mean? And like you can do steroids and maintain longevity. I believe.
I believe so as well.
Obviously, if you're flipping blasting Tren every other week, that is gonna affect it. But if you like just do small increments of testosterone, once a year, twice a year, like I think it'll be fine.
Yeah, I was thinking like, say you take a amount of testosterone outside of the natural range.
Yeah.
Well, we already do a lot of things that aren't per se natural. You put yourself in a bulk, right?
Yeah.
That's like you're putting your body through stress in that way, right?
Yeah.
You're trying to build muscle. Your blood pressure probably going to be not going to be perfect.
Yeah.
Stuff like that, right? It's like you're already going into like super physiological amounts of calories.
Yeah.
What's the difference between that and the testosterone?
Well, and like caffeine.
And caffeine,
Like caffeine is just, it's not like a needed thing. There's not like, but you just do it anyway.
Yeah.
Mate, 100%. I think that's an amazing way to look at it. But it's like, it's like anything. If you're taking fucking 5 scoops of pre-workout every day, then yeah, it will affect you. So caffeine's a great example to it. I think it's the fact that steroids, testosterone, etc., are per se an illegal substance, and that's what makes people think you're going to die if you take that. When in reality, I mean, even, and a lot of people just do this, a lot of people just, if they have low testosterone, they will just take testosterone, but just put themselves in the upper limit of the natural range.
So you're just at peak performance.
So you're just at peak performance.
So many benefits to it.
So many.
Like, because the natural, I think it's called a diurnal rhythm.
Yeah.
But Derek will play more dates here, but like you have like ebbs and flows in your testosterone levels.
Yeah.
And, like in the morning it might be high and then it might dip and whatever, and like your mood might be different because of that, right?
Yeah.
You might be like, oh, I feel fucking sick, let's go train. You're smashing the weights, and then the next day you're like, oh, something's not right. But if you just in that range or like higher range, it's such a like perfect bleed.
Yeah.
You might just be like on top of the world all the time.
But then
You might become Greg Doucette, right?
there's that other side.
Yeah.
So like you saying, like just a bit of caffeine to make my performance better. Just a little bit of steroids.
Yeah,
to make my performance
yeah.
better. And I'll cut this bit out if he doesn't want me to say this because he talks about it anyway. But obviously Tristan, you know Tristan, don't you?
Oh
Tristan Barnes.
Yeah.
He like speaks about on his Instagram stories, saying like how his health is just not in the best place because obviously he spoke about that he's not natural.
Yeah.
He like uses vapes to like get the sweet taste, He uses like fake tanning.
We don't
like
use fake tanning, he
sunbeds.
uses real tanning.
Yeah, you go sunbeds.
Yeah.
Yeah, sunbeds. Sorry. So then like he's using all these like things, but maybe it's getting to the point where it's a little bit like overkill.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
And mate, you are so fucking spot on with that. Like, my belief is, we speak about it. If you do a bit of testosterone, fine, not going to do any damage. The problem is you get addicted to that
Slippery
feeling.
slope.
It's
Yeah.
a very slippery slope.
Yeah.
You're like, you know what? 200 mgs of test has made me this much bigger. What would fucking Trend do? I don't know. I don't know many of the steroid names, but I think that Trend's like the big boy one, and it's a slippery slope.
yeah, well, it's just,
That's the dangerous part.
it's like pre-workout for like just for like a lower example. But like say when you first get in the gym, you're like 1 scoop. Oh, I'll take 2 scoops today.
Yeah.
It's only an
I just want
scoop.
this. I just want this really illegal pre-workout with this one stimulant. Like people like DMAA, they're like look for it as if it's like fucking gold dust.
Yeah.
They're like,
Yeah.
oh, this is the best thing ever. It's literally crack,
Yeah.
right? But people just take
get
it.
addicted to it.
Yeah.
It's just like well, it's literally just anything.
Yeah. And with steroids, you don't. It's like not immediate.
No.
So you like take it. You don't. Nothing's gonna change, right? Give it like 10 weeks, something might change.
Yeah.
And, like you don't notice that your health is deteriorating. You don't
Yeah.
notice that like your heart's stressed out.
Yeah.
Your fucking kidneys all over the place.
Yeah.
Your liver's like begging for mercy.
Yeah. Yeah.
But like we said, it's just a fucking slippery slope.
It's a slippery slope.
Depends what
really.
type of person you are, right? If you're
Yeah.
just happy with a little bit of an increase and you're gonna maintain there, fair enough, it might be for you. But
Yeah.
like if you're like an addictive personality where you're just like, I want more, and I want more, and I always want more, then
It's
like,
it's the last thing. Yeah. You would not recommend a little bit of test because you know that they will eventually go for more and it will eventually fuck up their lives, and it really will. I have the belief that steroids are very safe, but I don't know if it's I think psychologically they're very addictive, which can make them one of the most unsafe drugs ever.
Well, and you never know what side effects you're gonna get.
Yeah.
yeah, you're
It's just a
rolling the
risk.
dice. Yeah, you might lose your hair, might get acne, you might get
Yeah.
like
Fucking
horrible skin and stuff like that, right?
like the thing is, what doing steroids, yeah, I'd get bigger, but I have spots as it is. If I did steroids, my testosterone increases. What's going to happen? Boom, more acne. I'll feel less confident on steroids than off steroids. Then what's the point? At that point, what is the point? You do it to feel good.
Yeah.
Yeah, you might like feel good for a little bit, and then like the side effects manifest.
Yeah.
So like, and then you just become less confident because like you said, you might get gyno, hair loss, acne, bad skin, blood pressure, erectile dysfunction, stuff like that, right? You might be like, oh my god, this is like, I'm gonna take test and I'm literally gonna have the hardest penis on the planet, and then like, you know what I mean?
No,
Stuff like goes out of whack because it's hormones. It has like cascading effects.
Yeah,
you
man.
might not.
It's just like, if you're watching this, I'd probably say just stay natural.
Yeah, it's
Just,
the, it's
like,
the
just
path
don't
of
bother
least
with it.
resistance, right?
It's just like anything, like
You
just
have to
absolutely anything.
get,
It's
you have to
just,
get your blood work done. On
You're like,
on
if you're
all these.
20, 15, 30, why do you need it, right?
Yeah, why do you need? I mean, obviously, if your natural test levels are fucked,
Mhm.
then
Yeah.
you'd go to a TRT clinic. But at that point, they know exactly what they're doing. It's only a low dose. It's not going to fuck you.
They're doctors.
They're
Yeah, but
doctors.
prescribed.
Yeah.
if you do have low test, I've seen some guy on TikTok. I think his name was maybe Tom Taylor or something. I can't remember. But he just said how when he was like 19, he had low test and he was just like in the dumps, like so depressed.
Yeah.
Just having a terrible time.
Yeah.
And then as soon as he went to the doctor and got it prescribed, he said like his quality of life was just like amazing. Like the
Really?
difference was incredible. So like if you do think you've got low test, probably a good idea to get it.
Get a blood
Get your
test.
blood
yeah.
test.
And a doctor's going to point you in the right way. He's going to tell you to eat well, sleep well,
Yeah.
hydrate, exercise, stuff like that. Like before they'll pull the trigger on TRT.
Yeah.
They'll give
Yeah.
you everything before. And you should, on your own accord,
Yeah.
you know, eat well, sleep well, whatever. Then you can be like, oh, do I still feel like shit?
Yeah.
I'm doing everything.
Yeah.
I still feel like
Maximising
shit.
it all,
Yeah.
And it's still low.
Yeah.
man.
Have you had your blood levels checked, Joe?
I think
That'd
I've done
be
it.
a good
I
video
think
for
I've
you.
done it with my mum.
Yeah.
Like at one point, but I think that would be a good video. Yeah. And also, I want to see if I've got shit text.
Because if you do, then I'm hopping up.
Yeah. 6'4", or like how tall are you?
6'4", yeah.
Yeah, 6'4", Chad,
Oh, mate,
muscular, lean,
Imagine.
as if you've got low test. It's like Max.
It's like
Max,
our
he
friend
lives.
Max,
He was.
saying
He does
how-
have a hormone imbalance.
Yeah,
but he was
Does he-
complaining.
Does he have a hormone imbalance?
Yeah, he has loads of prolactin, like double the amount
that's
of
like for
prolactin.
your dick, innit?
Yeah,
Like,
your dick won't work. You get
Like-
like reacts with your nipples and
Oh,
stuff.
really?
But like, yeah, because he was thinking low test, and I remember Dave saying like, "Hang on a sec, Max, it's pretty jacked, loads of facial hair."
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
it just doesn't really add up too much. But like,
Yeah, it doesn't add up. Did he have high tests? I think he did. Didn't
Yeah,
he?
he had
his
like
test was
yeah.
actually pretty
like
good.
in like the 70th
higher-
percentile,
yeah,
right, or
yeah.
something like that. Like
Yeah.
pretty good.
It's intriguing, actually, isn't it?
It isn't true. I'm literally gonna get mine done off this video.
Yeah.
Because I don't know why I haven't
It'll
done
be a
it
good
yet.
video, bro.
Yeah,
It'll be a really good video.
I tried getting my blood done. I couldn't do it. I pussied out
pussy.
What?
because of hypochondriac. I was like, I did the prick, and I was like,
Fuck
I
off.
started like feeling faint and shit. I was like,
That is a
I'm not
proper
even.
hypochondriac.
Yeah, I was like, I literally can't do it. I couldn't do it. I like pricked my finger. You're meant to do your ring finger because it's like the softest. You
Yeah.
like get the most blood.
Yeah.
So I'm not doing that. So I did my middle finger.
Yeah.
And then obviously it's a little bit harder, and I was like trying to squeeze out the blood, and I was
Yeah.
like, wow, I'm feeling weird, bro. And then like I tried to I got like a couple of drops of blood, just wasn't coming out. I was like, you literally need to get like a decent amount of blood in there. And then I was like, oh, literally like I just
And you
unable to do it.
stopped.
Unable to do it. Then I broke the other prick by accident
Oh,
because they gave you 3 pricks.
Yeah.
And then the last prick I did it, and then I was like trying to squeeze out blood, and I just couldn't do it. I was
Fucking
just
hell,
can't-
man.
I was
Yeah, I can't do any more
incapable.
about this blood.
Oh, you're a bit of a.
Just getting my hands all.
Yeah.
Are you
bottom of my
squeamish?
feet.
Are you
Oh,
squeamish?
A little bit, but like only like literally just blood. Blood just makes me feel like it makes me want to do this. Like,
I
this
get
bit
you,
is so
bro.
sensitive.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
hate
can't.
it.
I can't imagine drawing blood.
Oh.
I've got like
Oh,
some
nah,
sort of.
nah,
I remember
nah,
when I
nah.
broke my arm, because obviously I was rushed to the hospital, and ever since then I've got like a phobia of needles. They were so.
Oh, you got phobia of needles?
Yeah, they were so aggressive with me. Like I don't know what it was. I was like resisting because I was like 10. I was just like in shock. I was resisting, but they were like. Obviously they need to do their job,
Yeah,
right? It
yeah.
was like I was just being a
Were
kid.
they going into a vein?
Mm.
Oh fuck.
Yeah, they're gonna draw blood, check
they
you,
need
and
to,
then
yeah.
oh, it just makes me cringe.
Ain't
That's
nice.
enough of that one, boys.
Joel's just like,
Change
please
topic.
get me out.
Gonna be
Change
cringing-
topic.
cringing
No, but
out.
on a real, I think it would be really interesting for you to do a blood test now, and then for you to do a blood test at the end of prep to see what the difference is in your
Yeah,
test
that would
levels.
be-
That would be quite
yeah.
interesting.
That would be pretty. That would actually be good. I was just looking at the questions.
Yeah.
Because obviously, you're like saying about like insecurities and stuff.
Yeah.
How did you manage to come to like getting the confidence to be able to film in public and the gym? 'Cause you've done a lot of public videos,
Yeah.
and you're very confident when you're like doing the questions out in public and
Yeah.
stuff like that.
I feel like. Oh, sorry.
Go on. Yeah, go on.
Speak. I feel like you can hide behind the fact that it's your job.
I
I feel that way.
Yeah, I'd agree with that.
Yeah. I've got to do it.
I think that's a good question. Whoever did that, legend.
Yeah.
Because I actually like speaking about this because I've been asked this by my mates. Because like if I'm in a club, I can't speak to a girl. Like I can't go up to a girl and try and pull her.
Yeah.
Just don't have the confidence to do that. If I've got a camera in front of me, I can go up to fucking anyone. And it's just like I say to myself, like confidence is your fucking job. You've got a camera, and I can do it.
Yeah.
It's because the camera's there. It's because it's my job. And it's because I know that if I do this, then I'm going to go back home happy. If I
Yeah.
pussy out of this and I haven't got the clip that I wanted to get, I'm going to
Yeah,
go
you're
back
pissed.
home pissed.
Yeah.
So I just do it.
It's like because you were saying you're a little bit nervous. Like you don't really like meeting new people like too much. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not
So,
too
like,
much of a social
when
bunny.
you-
More like you.
When you
Yeah.
went downstairs,
Really.
this is when we were going to meet
Yeah.
Joe. Did you? Because I was saying like you don't want to have the camera out, but did you maybe have the camera out to kind of like ease the nerves a little bit? Or
Yeah, a
why
little
just
bit. I
enjoy
needed.
it a little bit?
It's just like, I don't know what it is. I feel like you said about you being in your room and stuff like that, right? You're
Yeah.
just like more of a basement dweller type
Yeah.
person than
Yeah.
a social bunny. I feel like when I meet new people and stuff like that, I'm not too like.
That's
Like,
surprising.
it gets
actually.
me.
I wouldn't have expected that from
Yeah.
you.
I
Yeah,
told
'cause
Joe
you
about
know why?
this.
Because he told me about it yesterday. I was thinking, like I know this guy pretty well.
Yeah.
We literally speak 24/7, and I was thinking, geez, didn't really like get that kind of vibe.
Well,
yeah.
I think it's because ever since I was like, I don't know, 5 years old, I was just like on my own in my room
Yeah,
doing
man.
like playing video games, making YouTube videos like I've made. Like you,
Yeah.
I know I'm not like, as good as YouTube as you, but like I've got like videos from when I was like literally 10 years old, like
Yeah.
little boy on the mic being
Yeah,
like,
man.
here's how you record on using
Yeah.
Fraps or something,
mate,
right?
Fraps.
Yeah.
I
It's just
remember
classic. Like I've got, and it's just like because of that, I'm just not as social, and because of the way I was when I was younger, like I was like foreign, came into this country.
yeah.
Yeah,
I had
that
to like make friends, but I was like awkward and shy and weird.
I think a lot of people are. I think it's nature nurture. It's like a lot of people naturally are very confident. However, at the same time, nurture has a massive. No wait, am I getting this mixed up? It's like genetically, a lot of people are confident. There's genetics to do with it. I'm a big believer in genetics. I think genetics has pretty much a role in any part of life.
Yeah.
So genetically, some people are confident. However, at the same time, like with you, if you're not brought up to do something, you're going to be less confident at doing it. You're going to be like, if you're not brought up as a confident kid, if you hung out with shy kids at school, in your future life, you'll be more shy. If you hang out with popular kids at school who are speaking to everyone, in later life, you'll probably be more confident.
No, that's completely true.
Even if like genetically you were quite a shy kid, you can build up that confidence. And I meet a lot of people nowadays, obviously due to the nature of my job. I'm going out to do collabs, I'm going out to meetings, I'm going to the My Protein events, and that has massively improved my confidence. And I think as well, people come up to all of us, in the streets and stuff like that, and you have to make a conversation out of nothing. Do you know what I mean?
Absolutely.
You don't know the guy at all.
They know you.
They know you.
It's like a parasocial relationship, right?
Exactly.
They
know everything about you.
They know everything about you. You know nothing about them, and it's sort of like they've built up this persona that
you're
I,
the
yeah,
guy.
I know everything about you.
Yeah.
You're like my best mate, and they walk up and they're like, "We're best mates."
Yeah.
Right.
And
Essentially,
you could just be like-
we might as well
And you
be.
need to accommodate to that.
Yeah.
They could just say to you like, "Hi, you're right, Joe,"
Yeah.
and they'd like, if I don't like reply back, "Boys," like, what's going on with this guy? Why is he being so weird? Why is he
You don't actually do that, do you? So
But like, I can imagine they'd be like, "Oh, he doesn't seem like he seems a little bit off in real life."
What do you think?
Yeah, well, they could be.
Because you are playing a character. Do you know what I mean?
I'm
I
kind
think
of
Joel's quite exaggerated
I'm
on
being me, just on a like a more exaggerated.
Just exaggerated,
level.
yeah.
Oh yeah, no, it's not like you're fake or anything, but everyone
No, but I know
exaggerates
what you're
themselves.
saying.
Yeah.
So basically, when I turn the camera on, I just go from, because David would be able to say like from hanging out with me a lot. Like, I'm a bit of just like a giddy person anyway.
Yeah.
But like just on the
And
camera,
he snaps in.
I can just be like this on the camera. I just be like, "Boys,"
Yeah.
so snap into it. And when you're also saying about the like how things like hanging out with shy people and like doing like going to the My Protein events has obviously like changed you a little bit. There's like when I was younger, I was quite a confident person, but then I went through a stage where I like got bullied quite a bit
Right.
for like 1 year, and there was a football trial for a team, and I really didn't want to go to it. Like, I really didn't want to. I was literally like crying my eyes out, and my mum, like, because the people who were bullying me were at the football trial,
Oh shit.
and my mum was like, "Joel, you gotta go.
Yeah.
You gotta go." And I was like, "Mum, please, literally don't make me go. Don't make me go." And obviously she didn't like fucking grab me and force me onto the pitch, but she was like, "Joel, please just go. It's gonna be really good for you."
Yeah.
And I went,
Yeah.
and it was like fine. I played really well, but I feel like that has really built my character, because I'm like, if I don't want to do something, I always think back to that. Like, if
That
I didn't
one
go onto
time.
that, if I didn't go onto the pitch that day, I probably could have just carried on being a shy, nervous kid, and I probably would have never got out of like a bad
Fair
mental state.
fucking play.
So
Like, that's massive. Then that seems something so simple as going to a football try. Was it a try?
Yeah.
Something so simple as going to a football tryout has massively improved your life.
Yeah, no, it's crazy. My mum always says it to me, like, just when I'm doing like any sort of social media stuff, she's like, "Joel, I reckon you can thank that to me for making you go to that football trial."
That's pretty fucking awesome.
It's pretty wholesome.
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
Pretty wholesome as well.
Cool story.
Nice.
Mum just believes in you. Like,
Yeah, she's a lovely woman.
But yeah, it is like 99% of the time you're nervous to do something. In reality, it's fine. Like, bro, I'm to the point, right, where in my local town, if I'm going out into Wetherspoons and I'm on my own and I'm meeting them in the pub, I'll be like, "Can someone come outside and meet me there so I can walk in with you?"
Yeah.
And I know, like, obviously I know if I walk through that pub on my own, I will be fine.
Yeah.
Nothing will happen.
Yeah.
But it's just some social anxiety, which is stopping me from doing that. So
In
the
the
fact
back
that
of your
you've
head.
got something which you can just say, "You know what, let's think back at that. Boom, let's go in." That's sick.
It's, I just think about it at any point really. Just like when we had to do that Gymshark, well, the first Gymshark event, when I went to it, I was literally like throwing up in the car. I was literally
Fuck
so
off,
nervous.
really?
And I was thinking, oh my God, literally I'm just gonna, because I just get so nervous about like, I just overcomplicate so many situations. Like, I try and think of every single possible outcome.
Yeah.
I'm like, and it like happens. Say, this is like one of the things I can like explain it the best. But like, say you know someone like 5 years ago and you haven't seen them since, and you want to say hello to them, but you don't think they're gonna remember you.
Yeah.
Even though they probably will, I'm thinking, no, I'm not even gonna bother saying hello to them because they're not gonna remember who I am. It's gonna be the most awkward situation. They'll be like, Joel, who the fuck are you?
Yeah.
Etc. Anyway, I've just seen we got 1 minute left.
Yeah, we need to close this podcast up.
Yeah. So
I want to say thank you.
Thank you for having me.
thank you very much,
Joe.
Joe.
It's been an absolute fucking pleasure.
It's actually been
It's literally been. I think
I've really enjoyed it, mate. I've really.
Yeah.
Were we meant to wear those headphones?
You can check. I mean, you can like.
They're just for like audio.
They're just
checks.
just so you can hear us, like just in case like we're not coming through right.
Wait, yeah. What do they actually do?
They're monitors. You just hear yourself.
Hello, hello.
Yeah.
Mad, innit?
How do people fucking?
Yeah, I don't know.
But yeah, no, I really enjoyed being on, guys.
Yeah.
It was great to know you, and I think it's awesome. Like, we all seem like confident guys, but in reality, everyone's going through something. And back home at you know, Dave, how much can you fucking deadlift?
I don't know, like 300 kilos.
You can deadlift 300 kilos.
Hey, I put a deadlift PR today. I did 260 for 7.
My Jesus.
Good shit. He can do 260 for 7. He gets scared of. You get social anxiety. You got all that stuff. Like, it shows. Doesn't matter who you are. You can get it. And I think we've learned like quite a lot, to be fair, boys.
It's been a good podcast. So thank you very much for watching. Also, a lot of you were saying you want it on Spotify and Apple Music, so we've got that in the works. It should be approved.
It's like
maybe on Spotify this episode, but if not this episode, definitely the next episode.
And they will be all of the ones before
Previous.
will be and forward will be all on Spotify and Apple Music.
So yeah, make sure to, if we are on Spotify, we'll have everything linked in the boys account. Subscribe, like, do all that kind of stuff, boys. Thank you so much for watching. See you in the next episode.